Alright, awesome everyone. My name is Ezio and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to try to explain to you guys how to get the fastest produce points as possible at the Livid Farm. I'm going to warn you guys though that this method requires a lot of focus and it might seem confusing at first, but I learned this and if I could, you can. The method I'm going to explain to you guys here is the method I use to get my Livid Farm points done for the Completionist Cape. But this guide won't be a complete guide, so I really recommend that you guys go check out another video first if you don't know the requirements and you haven't never been here. I don't want to include it in this video because I want to make it as short as possible, and I feel like there's a lot of great guides out there that you can check out and learn how to do the Livid Farm and what the requirements are and what items you need. Alright, so this is going to be it for the intro. I hope you would like the video and I hope you learn this method, and let's get into it. Alright, so to be able to explain to you all how to do this, I needed to make the video with text, and as well I want to commentate over this video with the text to be able to fill in the gaps that I forgot while doing the text. Alright, so how this works is that every round resets after 60 seconds, the produce pile gives 240 points and it only spawns 1 out of 3 rounds. And your goal here is to only pick up the produce pile and deposit it. And if you have time in between the worlds, you might do other things, but we will go over this soon in the examples when I have the video. So you start on world 1 and you wait until the produce pile spawns. When the produce pile spawns, you press S on your keyboard and then click hop world. And usually when you start off, you start on world 1. So this means it's really easy and systematic. Go for world 2 here and see if it works. So that's what I do. I start on world 1, then I hop to world 2 when the produce pile has spawned on world 1. And when you get to world 2, if the produce pile doesn't spawn immediately, you can wait for about 25 seconds. That's what I usually do. And if it doesn't spawn before that, your best bet is probably to hop back to world 1 and wait again until the produce pile spawns, and then hop to world 4 instead, because world 3 is a free-to-play world, so you can't use that. So that's why I hop to world 4 and see if that one matches up, because your goal is to, when you hop world, the produce pile will spawn immediately, or maybe 20 seconds after 25 seconds. The faster it spawns and the more worlds you can get matched up in line like this, the faster points you will get. So this is up to you how much time you want to spend on this, but if the produce pile spawns after 25 seconds, that's great. Alright, so if world 1 and 2 now matched, that means that the produce pile spawned after like 25 seconds or before that. That's great. And your goal is to get around 8 to 10 to 12 maybe if you're really good, but 8 to 10 in the beginning lined up like this, and you will be able to hop between these. It will be awesome. This means you have done it. And this means you can get a lot of produce points. I think maximum I have gotten is about like 38k points per hour. So this is really, really great. But I think that's when I had like 12 worlds. I hopped it in between. And that was really, really click intensive. And I had to focus a lot and hop really quickly and have good internet connection and everything. Alright, so this is roughly what you need to know about this. It might seem so confusing right now, but you will get the hang of it. It will just take a few attempts and trying this, and you will get better and better at it, and it won't be that much of a problem anymore. And yeah, so now we're going to go over the gameplay and actually example of how you should be doing this, and I will try to explain to you guys how to do it, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so you start off at world 1, because I think this is the easiest way. You can start off at any other world, but start off at 1, it's easiest. And then you wait on world 1 until the produce pile spawns, and when it spawns, you quickly pick it up and press S on your keyboard and click hop world, and then you hop to world 2, because it's much easier to go on world 2 instead of like world 54, because it's very easy when it's systematic. Then you click twice on the lowest plant down in your backpack and then deposit to the wagon. And now you wait for the pile to spawn. Alright, so if the produce pile doesn't spawn instantly or before 25 seconds have gone, this means the worlds didn't really match up that great. So that means you go back to world 1 and try a different world, but we're gonna go over this soon and we will see. Alright, so but in this example, and for me, World 1 and World 2 matched up awesome, because almost instantly when I hopped to World 2, you saw that the produce pile spawned, and that is exactly what you are going for, because the faster it spawns, the faster produce points you can get per hour. So this is great. Alright, so now you know that World 1 and 2 matches, that's great. Alright, so when you're done at World 2, you hop World, and you hop to World 4 this time, because World 3 is a free-to-play. And when you're here at World 4, if the produce pile doesn't spawn instantly, you can just start fertilizing soils and cure some plants and fix fences for 25 seconds. And if it doesn't spawn after that, that probably means that the worlds don't match up. And there you see that the round reset and the produce pile didn't spawn, so that means these worlds doesn't match. And this is no problem. What I usually do when this happens is that I wait on this world, in this case World 4 right now. I wait until the produce pile spawns, and then I hop to World 1 again. Alright, so you wait around at World 4 and doing all the things you can do, all the activities, fixing fences and everything, and when the produce pile spawns, quickly jump to World 1 and see if this works. But here you can see that the world reset at a pretty good time, but it wasn't a produce pile that spawned. I could encourage the girl, and that gives a few points as well, but that's not what we're after, because we really want to go for the produce pile points, because those are the best ones. Alright, so but now we are at World 1 again, and we know that World 4 doesn't match up with either World 2 or World 1. So you could pretty much skip this world completely right now. So now you wait at World 1 again, and waiting for the produce pile to spawn. When it spawns, you quickly pick it up and hop to World 2. Not bunch it, do not deposit it, don't do anything, because you might miss the world's reset time. So alright, so you can see now when I just came out to World 2, I bunched the livids, I deposit it, and then I fix a broken fence, and it almost instantly spawns more produce pile. So then you pick it up and quickly hop to World 5 this time, because you know World 4 doesn't match, so that's why you hop to World 5. And remember to be as quick as possible again, because you don't want to miss the reset time. And there you go, almost instantly at World 5 the produce pile spawned again. So this is great. Now we have 3 worlds in the order. World 1 matches with World 2, and World 2 matches with World 5. This is great. Alright, so pick up the produce pile, and then you quickly hop to World 6. And here you notice that the reset time was matched perfectly, because it's almost instantly resetted, because you heard the girl there in the middle, she screamed something, and yeah, but the produce pile didn't spawn, and once again that's not what we're going for. We are going for the produce pile, not the encourage of the girl. Even though that it gives good points, it's not as good as the produce pile, so this doesn't work either. So World 5 and World 6 doesn't match. But then you wait on World 6 again, and then when the produce pile spawns, you hop to World 1 to see if World 6 and World 1 works. And in this case, you will see what happens. When you hop to World 1, you deposit the livids and fix fences before the produce pile spawns or the world resets. But in this example, World 6 and World 1 was not a good option, because it wasn't resetting fast enough, and the produce point didn't spawn when it resets. So this is really a bad world. So that's why you need to wait once again on World 1 until the produce pile spawns, so you can start off your line there while hopping from World 1 to World 2 to World 5, and then to the next world, to World 9 in this example, because World 6 is not a good match for World 5, and World 7 and 8 is free to play, so you can't use those worlds. So that's why you hop from World 1 to World 2, then to World 5, and this example to World 9, because that's the next world we haven't checked out. And this is what you keep on doing. Might sound so confusing right now, but this is what you do until you have 8 to 10 worlds, and you always want to have the last world match up with the first world. So let's say for the last world it would be 20. We start off at world 1, then we hop to world 2 and 5 and 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 20. And you always want the last world, let's say world 20, you always want world 20 to match up with world 1. So this will be a closed circle that you can go on and repeat all the time. And the more worlds and the faster the produce pile spawns for every world you hop to, the faster points you will get. And I have managed to get up to 38k points an hour. I was able to hop between, I think, 12 worlds, but that's not really easy. I had a friend with me that time, so... But the sad thing about this, that the order of the worlds will change about once every 5 hours or so. It really depends. And if you find a good world match, like a full list with 10 worlds, I really recommend to you guys that you keep on doing it and grinding it out. So for the fastest produce points per hour possible, you want to sit for as long as you can. You might get less points in the start, but it's no big problem. You can at least get 30k points, and that's not even doing too much of hardcore hopping between all worlds, so it's not that hard. And I also really recommend to do this with if you have a friend or a friends chat and ask around if people want to join you. You might want to show this guide to them, and they will learn this method as well. And that means that you guys could almost find out the worlds to hop in between twice as fast, and that's awesome. Alright, so I want to quickly end off the video here, guys. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I really hope you guys learn this method here and that you will get your Livid Farm out of the way as soon as possible. But if there's any questions or anything, you can probably find the texted version of this video down in the description. And if there's any questions, please leave a comment and I will try to explain it as best as I can. You can also add me in game. My name is Ezio. I will leave it down in the description if you want to add me and ask me in game any questions. Alright guys, but that's it for the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned the method, and I will see you back here with a new video very soon. Until then, have a nice time.